How would you ever know how to heal if you've never been broken? How would you ever know strength if you've never been weak? How would you ever know success if you've never failed? How would you know? How would you know how real God is if you never had doubt? How would you know? How would you know that God is going to turn those things that seem so hard right now? How would you know that God is not using that for the good for you? How would you know? How would you know that there was light at the end of the tunnel if you've never been through the tunnel? How would you know if there is light if you've never been in the darkness? Sometimes you gotta go in the dark. Sometimes you gotta go in the valley. Sometimes you gotta go in those places that you don't want to go in order to come out brighter and better on the other side. Sometimes you gotta not listen to what people say around you. Sometimes you gotta move forward in a positive way even though people have hurt you. Sometimes you gotta love your enemies. Sometimes you gotta pray for those people that do you wrong. Sometimes you gotta live your life in abundance even though you have lack. Even though there's poverty around you, sometimes you gotta live in success. Sometimes you gotta live in joy even though you're sad and depressed. Sometimes you gotta live and stand up and be bold even though you're scared and afraid. Sometimes you gotta move forward when you wanna keep walking backwards. Sometimes you gotta look in the forward view instead of looking in the back view. Sometimes you gotta keep moving. Sometimes you gotta keep moving when you want to stay stuck. Sometimes you gotta get uncomfortable when you're so comfortable. Sometimes you gotta keep going, keep going when it looks like you can't. Keep walking when you can't walk. Keep talking when you feel like you can't talk. Keep praying when you feel like you don't want to pray. Keep speaking life over yourself. Even in the dark, speak that light over your life. Speak that positivity. Encourage yourself. Keep pushing, because things are going to get better. You just have to know it. You have to have a knowing 110% that things will get better. Things will get better in the midst. Even if you can't pay your rent right now. Even if you can't pay your car note right now. Even if you're living in an environment that you don't want to live. Just know that you're going to overcome it. Just know that we are victorious. And God has already claimed victory over your life. The battle is already won. And if you just sit there and believe and know that the battle was won, you can really push forward and drive and do what God has called you to do. It's time to walk in the season of what God has called you to do. We're living in the calling right now. We're not waiting for no one to tell us when to go. It's been go time. It's been green light time. What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? We're waiting on someone to push us. There's nobody that's going to be there to push you. We're waiting on somebody to knock on the door. There's not going to be nobody there knocking on the door. God said, go. It's time to go. Come on, it's time to move. The light has been green, and you keep sitting there like you see a red light because you're afraid what's on the other side of the light. But God said, keep on going because it's a green light. It's a green light waiting for you. Whether it's a stop sign and you at the stop sign, God said it's still a green light. Even if you got to stop for 3 seconds, it didn't go. But all he said is keep going. Stop staying still. Stop being stagnant. Move forward. Because life is about moving forward. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed a minute from now. We're not guaranteed a second from now. But God said, go, 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 go.